I'm Walter Meislchn, and my rank was E5. I was in the Army Air Defense. Well, I went in as a private, and you work up. My specific job was manning the radars, watching the planes. You sat watching a large screen. You would track planes, know who they were, identifying them. We watched around the clock on different shifts, and if there was anything else, we did practice tagging military craft, tracking them, watching them, practicing drills, if they were what we had to do, to send information to the other locations, to send off a missile if we had to, out of the silos. It was quite interesting. You were on 24 call, even if you left the base because of the job. There were barracks. If you were an officer or married, you could live off base, within a certain mile because of the call up. You had so much time to get back to base, at any given point in time of the day or night, no matter where you were, When I finished up my career, I had a top secret clearance as an enlisted man, along with an officer. We had combinations to safes that safeguarded to deploy missiles. You were taught from basic training to follow orders to a certain point, and you realized who the enemy was. Being where we were, it wasn't a face-to-face, so you really never came in personal contact with it. It was always an object we were looking at, so it was entirely different. But you did realize that object was in there, but you also looked at it as part of your training and briefings and talks and discussions that they were, even though they were like you, they were still the enemy. They could have destroyed you, or you have to. It's a hard decision, but you learn. Sometimes you put it in the back of your mind. You don't really take the full concept of it until after it happens. And when it does, and you meet some of your friends that actually were in hand-to-hand or combat, that's why today they don't like to talk about it. It's a difficult situation to tell somebody that, what went on. I think the very first time that there was a crisis, a DEFCON that they called up, and you were isolated in a bunker, surrounded, closed off from the world, so to speak. I think that was the most impact thing, that this is real. It could happen. I would say that was the Cuban crisis.